you are bound by nothing. What are you passionate about? What do you want? Robin Williams said this in the movie Good Will Hunting. I know, a movie about a mathematical genius may seem like it has nothing to do with AVID, but I beg to differ. AVID embeds this within us, the idea that we have immense opportunities if we are only willing to take them. And AVID will make you take these opportunities, making them out of a grade of 100%. Pushing students to try new opportunities may seem a bit forceful, but I believe this gentle nudge in the right direction is what helped me become increasingly successful in high school. Entering high school at a 4.1 GPA, but during my sophomore year, I began to see a shift in my mental state, leading to the drop in my GPA. During this time, I dealt with depression and hospitalization, so when my counselor, Miss Geis, recommended me to take AVID, I thought it would be a waste of my energy and efforts. I felt as though AVID would become like another class that would burden me like a weight. Even with my hesitance, I decided to follow her advice because one more class couldn't hurt. To my surprise, I found that AVID will help me become increasingly successful, raising my grades at a time that had been one of my greatest academic and personal challenges. In my junior year of high school, I know, a bit late in the AVID realm, I entered my first AVID class. That same year I entered AVID, I also began my journey towards becoming an AVID diploma candidate. My AVID class was not just AVID, but also theory of knowledge. These two classes jumbled together in perfect harmony, creating a class that not only taught me about college readiness, but also allowed me to take on new perspectives, to venture into newfound ways of knowing and thinking. Being a first-generation student and not having taken AVID prior to my junior year, my mind was a completely blank canvas when it came to any knowledge about college. All I knew about college before was that one, it was really expensive, and that two, I might want to go. I never knew the steps or paths that I would need to take to get there. I was completely lost, looking into a future that seemed to be dwindling, but that AVID shined through like a beacon of light. Taking the path toward the IB diploma was the only thing that I thought would get me into college. And when I joined AVID, I learned that this was partially true, but that there was also so much more for me to know. I had to learn about FAFSA, A through G requirements, studying tutorials, best fits, and all this other information that seemed a bit overwhelming to me at first. I mean, I came from a house that thought colleges just asked you to come on over, with no idea about the application process or any of the essays or requirements. So AVID became like a faucet for me, spilling to me everything I ever needed. I became like a sponge to all this information I had learned in my AVID class. I mean, it seemed like I had to learn quickly in order to make up for the years I'd missed. Although I don't necessarily feel like I missed anything, because I just had to play a game of catch up. I believe I not only caught up, but found my place in my AVID class. AVID showed me how to get to college through hard work, determination, and make sure you turn it on Google Classroom. Additionally, what AVID taught me was how I perceived myself in the classroom, which ways of knowing made me believe that I could or could not achieve something. This new perspective impacted the way I addressed the limits around me. I used to believe that my limits were definite, that they were all a wall I could not get around, but through AVID, I learned that limits are only the restrictions we choose to confine ourselves with. I know now that our limits often manifest into doubts, and they can negatively shape the path we travel down, and they can tempt us to abandon all hopes towards passion and wants. But thanks to AVID, I will not fall to temptation. I will push beyond my limits to prove they are not what defines me. I entered AVID with the expectation of dropping out of the IB diploma program and abandoning class, but here I am today with a 4.1 GPA and on the path towards my IB diploma, all because I chose to take one more class.